Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Down here on Mass Ave and Boylston Street. I don't know if you guys have been down here lately after they did all the construction, but to give you kind of an idea, this is Mass Ave and Boylston Street. This main street crossing this way being Mass Ave. That's Mass Ave going that direction. Boylston would be going that's going towards the library. You obviously see the Prudential right there. This part would be going towards back towards Fenway area. So this building is kind of new. Hasn't been always been here. You got the blue bikes. They got the bike lane, pedestrian walkway here. You got another bike lane that goes this way. So you got a couple of islands here. So I'm standing on one of the islands. There's an island there. There's a few of them, but you can see kind of extra wide walkway here. This gentleman is doing some cleaning up over here. I'm not too sure what this building is, but I mean that's what it is. Car Guru. Not too sure what they do, but take a quick look at the front of this building, then we'll walk on the other side. Now you got to be careful. That's how this young lady's walking. Bikes will come whizzing by and run right into you. So that's why you don't stand right where she's standing. Just keep that in mind, because bikes do come flying through here. So you got to kind of look as you cross over, and then get on the other side. Don't walk in that zone, because bikes are going to deem that as their area to walk in, or ride in. So try not to walk in there, because I've seen some people, almost get messed up doing that. So you got to be cautious. Like she's doing it again. She's standing in the bike lane, which is not a safe thing to do. This young lady, she's walking in the bike lane, so that's still not a safe thing to do. That's like walking in the street. Like you don't want to walk in the street where cars are going. Even though you don't see any cars, assume that there's going to be a car there sooner or later. And you got to cross it as if there's a car coming too. Look both ways before you cross the bike lane, because no one's doing it. Look at people on the cell phone. They're not even looking. And no one's looking to their left or their right. Only one guy did that. Everybody else is not even doing it. And people arbitrarily walk right out, and they don't understand that this is a bike lane. But you see some bikes, like right now it's probably too early, but later on you might see bikes coming whizzing through there. Cambridge has a lot of bicyclists. These gentlemen, look at this, they got costumes on. Oh, you guys are going to that convention down there?
Yeah.
I might go down there and check that out. It's right down by the Prue, right? Heights Convention Center. I might check that out. Somebody did tell me about that. That's interesting. I might check that out too. They get something down at the Heights Convention Center. So right now, this is the bike lane. You got blue bikes. Never been inside there. I guess that's like maybe I don't know. Never tried it. Can't figure out what that is. They're closed, so I can't go inside and ask them, but maybe one day when they open, I do a video of that. So they kind of developed it a little bit over here. You got this is kind of like inbound bike lane. So the traffic should only be coming from your left. You got a bus stop here. You can see this bus stop. There's somebody shattered the glass already. Wow. Can't have nothing around here. Somehow that glass looked like it got shattered. Not too sure how, but it did. You got a kind of, how you call it, real-time bus or train schedule, I guess you call it. Or I guess you call it both because it's a bus and train schedule. So bus on the top, trolleys on the bottom. And it kind of updates as the buses and trains move. So I guess this is a regular chair for people to sit. This will probably be for people in wheelchairs and stuff like that, like right here. Heinz Convention Center. You got Boylston Street pointing that way, Newbury Street pointing that way. You got the MassDOT dry standpipe, fire department connection. I always tell people you're supposed to put caps on these because if you look inside, see how people put debris inside there? I don't know if I can get that out of there, but there's some debris in there. Like, and a major problem is if you put all that kind of debris in there, when the fire department has to use it, it's all choked up. I don't know if I can get my hand in there. I can't even reach that. It's so far in. Let me see if I can get it out of there. And it's some kind of paper in there. I don't think I can get that out. And maybe with the needle nose I might be able to reach it. Like a muffin bag or something. I can't really tell what it is. I tried to see if I can grab it out with this. But I always say you should put caps on these things because let's see, we can, here we go. See that right there? That's what's in there. And people tend to use it as a trash can. And it's not really designed for a trash can. I mean, I don't see a trash can over here either. That's interesting. Where is the trash cans? There is none. Wow. There's no trash cans whatsoever. They designed it without no trash cans. I see bike racks. I see a lot of different things. I don't see any trash cans at all. And typically at a bus stop, that's where people dispose the most trash because they're eating while they're waiting. They're doing all kinds of things while they wait for the bus. Newspapers, reading. They don't want to read it anymore. They throw it away. But should be a trash can out here. They got a lounge area here. So if you want to sit down and lounge out, you definitely sit out here and have a good time. They also got an upper deck too, so we're gonna take a look at that upper deck while we're here. Let's take a look up, see what's going on up there. But nice little area where you can kind of have a good time. She's enjoying the weather out here, right? I'm not too sure what this place is, but we can always look into that too. Take a look up, walk up these stairs and see if they have up here right quick. I don't know what these statues mean, but they all got different poses. If you look at them, see the poses that they have. Well, somebody already broke that one already.
One on a radio check. Light static in the background.
I like the stairs. They have like a little runoff of the rain to the left and the right. If you guys can see that, that was pretty good. Like that. Like you gotta have a little drainage for the got a peace sign on that side. You guys get to take a little peek up here, see what's going on up here. That way, if you've never been here before, at least you'll have an idea what it looks like. That little area here got an elevator that will kind of bring you to the floor. And you got like a little area where you can kind of see the city. But then you go up a little higher, see a little bit more. So let's go up a little bit higher. See what else we see up here. I know I'm not doing a great job presenting this, but I just want to show you what we have. So now, let's take a quick walk. We'll go left and right.
Respiratory distress, 469 Blue Hill Avenue, Dorchester.
Even got security cameras. Got some water in the globe up there, but that's all good.
Dorchester, nearest spot 1792 Blue Hill Avenue, Orange Street, 1026.
Elevator accessible, so coming soon. We'll have to check that out when they get there. We have a fire extinguisher case. Chairs. See if they have an active, or if it's just a box rather than a. They actually do have an active fire extinguisher in there, which is good. It hasn't been tagged though, so it has to be inspected. Gotta put a tag on that bad boy. This outdoor speakers. This is the main water disconnect. No one really uses it. Well, some people do use it, but you ever go to like a high-rise building somewhere, they have a main water disconnect. This usually disconnects the main water feed into the building, I should say. Some properties have and some don't. It depends on how old the property is. So you got a nice little deck out here. You got a nice view over the Mass Pike too. So let's take a look at that. This is glass. You guys can see in front of me. There's a glass partition in front of me. And when you walk over here, let's walk to the glass so we can actually see what's going on. It's kind of right over the Mass Pike, west and eastbound. So you get to see a little bit of the city right here. It's pretty cool. Not bad, right? Some people sit here all day and just watch the cars go back and forth. And so in front, that's not for pedestrians, but they have a walkway right here. That's probably just for the workers, maybe to wash the windows and stuff. But that's not. This area out front here is not really for pedestrians or guests. This area here is the area they want you to be in. So back here, you can sit down here if you want. Not bad. What else can we see from here? Exit sign is not illuminated. It's supposed to be, but maybe they're working on the kinks on that kind of stuff. I had a friend of mine that was an inspector, and he would do so many different things. Like this one here, this is not tagged either. So typically these are supposed to be tags. Let's just give you an idea. So you're supposed to have a certified that's overcharged. So that's not good either. So when the arrow is out of the green like that, they consider that overcharge. So there's a thing called overcharge and undercharge. Either way, they don't like to see it. They want to see it like kind of sit in the middle of the green. It has to be within the green limits. If it's anywhere other than that, then you have to do it. It's a failure, basically.
10:30.
So you gotta. We took a quick walk in this little patio deck area here. Oh, you gotta. It's a push to open, so you have to open it from the outside or the inside, I should say. Got a panic bar on there. Gonna take a quick walk through the little lounge area. It's pretty cool though. And you also got a good view over here too, so which is pretty good. I always wanted to come down here and do this video, so I figured I'd pick a Sunday to come down here and do this because I noticed it for some time and I haven't got a chance to actually do a video. So I said, now you guys get to see what I see. Kind of look down, everybody's taking pictures of something. It's a pretty good view though, not bad, you know. See the train station, everything. That's the entrance of the Heinz Convention train station right there. If you don't know, it's kind of done over, kind of newly designed. Got the TJ Maxx across the street. You can see the 60 parts of the Mass Pike, east and west right there. So it's a little bit of everything to look at, you know. A little bit of the Boston skyline. Let's take a walk back down and see what else we see down there. But you know, if you ever want to hang out, have a good time, I don't get a chance to do this kind of stuff. But maybe one day I might sit down and lounge out on some of the cushions and stuff like that. Who knows? Could have some. It says emergency exit only, but I'm going to utilize it today since I came through that way. Actually, I was supposed to come through that way, but I came through anyway. But it's a panic bar, which I like the fact that they did put a panic bar on it rather than a regular bar, because technically it should be a panic bar.
Investigating 1440 Commonwealth Avenue, Yale off.
Let me see. I guess I must say that whoever designed it, as far as architectural wise, it looks pretty good. Not bad at all. You like that, huh? It's good. Nice. Nice little patio up there. You get to enjoy yourself. Yeah. Check out the top part too. All the way up. Yep. There you go. Now I got to show you the. I guess I call it a rose bush. It may not be actual roses, but wait, you guys tell me what it is when we get over there. There's another person going to the costume thing over there. They have something at the Heinz Convention Center. You can see a lot of people with these kind of costumes like this. I might go down there just to film the people as they're going in and out. You see a lot of it's like some kind of convention. Maybe these guys can tell me. You guys are going to the Heinz Convention, right? Yeah. Now, what is that? What kind of convention is that?
Anime convention of pop culture.
Is that again anime?
An anime convention, like Japanese culture.
Japanese culture. Oh, okay. I might go over there and check that out.
Yeah,
cool. All right, take care, man. So it's like a Japanese culture thing. Okay, cool. So a couple of people told me about it. One of my a couple of my subscribers. I don't think he want me to say his name on there, but one day I'll do a video of him. He's a local photographer in the city. He grabs a lot of pictures. He posts them on Facebook. I guess these are roses. I call them roses, so they are. I guess they are roses. A lot of people can stand in this doorway and they take pictures. I gotta be careful because I'm stepping into the bike lane. I need to back up out of the bike lane and didn't do it this way. So if you're looking at this, and as far as I know, those are not real. I think those are just fake, but it's pretty well designed. Be careful that you're in the bike lane, just so you know. A lot of people don't realize it, and then they almost get hit. It's kind of cool, but not cool. You know what I mean? Because it's like a lane that you're not expecting to see.
Copy, clear 652, 1056.
I see people walk straight out, and like you see a lot of people do it. Like these people right here, they'll walk straight out into it. Then a bike will come by whizzing. Those bikes are going sometimes 25, 30 miles an hour, and they're going pretty fast. So this is pretty much this area. Everything else has probably already been here. Like this building across the street. I think this building been here. They might have did something over the years, but the main thing was this attraction right here, the patio, the bike lane. What else can we see here before we head up out of here? And a lot of people, if you ever go in Cambridge, there's a lot of bike riders in Cambridge. So I've ridden my bike out there a few times before, and it's a lot of friendly. You know, some are safe and some are not safe. See, it gets tricky here because you have a turning lane, you have a straight lane. So then some people don't know, like, well, you have a turning in straight lane. So this is Newbury Streets here. I think they're gonna start that up soon too. Open Streets Newbury. I don't know if they're starting it up this week, but as the weather gets warm, they're gonna be opening up. What they do, they close down Newbury Street from one end to the other, and all the vendors come out and they sell their merchandise out in the street. I did a couple of videos of them last year. I might do it this year. We'll see. We'll see. See, a lot of people, they walk right, they stand right in, and that's the problem. They stand right in the bike lane. They don't realize that's a bike lane, and I see it all the time. They're standing right there, and like this is where the pedestrians should stand, but they're standing and wait right in that intersection. Should be signs. Well, there'd be too much signs to put up too, though. Like to say bike lane, do not stand. Like there's a person coming on a bike now, but they're standing directly in the path of the person on the bike, which is, you know, it's not safe, but people do it. And a lot of people just don't know. They're unaware of the fact that what they're doing. A lot of them have no clue. Be careful, bike lane. Gotta look both ways. Sometimes you get people coming the other way on a bike too. Even though this is a one direction, I've seen guys ride bikes the opposite way on this side, which is not the correct way to do it, but they will do it. That's why I say look both ways, because get TJ Maxx across the street.